5 students now for the suspense to unfold and the climax to be revealed. Last paragraph we begin, students. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. See, postmaster is the head of the postal department for a particular post office, and these postmen who work as employees, I don't blame anybody, students, but this postmaster of course is a very responsible person. That's why he's a postmaster, very wise of all and experienced compared to other employees, right? So why I'm saying so, because this postman who got a letter from the mailbox, which was posted by Lencho, he looked at the envelope, cover page, and he said, "What? God?" So he laughed heartily, as if mocking or making fun of who? Innocent Lencho, who had dropped it in the mailbox and had gone to his home, having faith that next time, what will happen? God will send money to his address. 100 pesos, yeah. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. And what was the reason of the laughter of that postman? He had never seen the address of God, means letter addressed to God. The postmaster, a fat, amiable, he was fat person, agreed, a middle-aged man, maybe in his late 50s, right? That and he's amiable. Amiable is what? A friendly person. Page number 6, come on. An amiable fellow, friendly fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commented. For the first instant, you see, postmaster also joined that postman in a silly laughter. But then again, he regained control, you see. I said, they are a more sensible and wise person in the, responsible person in the post office. So he gained back his senses and what did he say? What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God. Now this sentence is uttered by postmaster not from the tone of making fun of this innocent Lencho, not from insulting the poor man's innocence, but definitely praising the unshakable faith of an ordinary farmer in the God. And he wishes if he, educated person, a man with white collar job, did have the faith for God like who? Lencho. So this is compliment for Lencho. So in order to not shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. But something has to be done. Lencho's letter to God, I'm not saying impossible to be fulfilled, but somebody has to take the initiative. And who took the initiative to help the poor peasant Lencho? Postmaster. Yes, you guessed right, student. It was postmaster. And what was his plan? Let's understand. But when you opened it, it was evident that no answer if needed. Something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But mere writing some comforting words is not sufficient in this case. Something big, concrete, and a monetary help is required, he understood. So what did he do? But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged that they compulsory decided to help poor Lencho to give something for what? For an act of charity. So what does the lines mean? In these lines it is understood that everybody is contributing their hard-earned money. These postmen, the postal employees were not paid so good, but they wanted to help Lencho, so they contributed. And a good part of salary comes from who? The leader, postmaster. He gave a big part of his salary, monthly salary, as a contribution to collect what? The 100 pesos. But let's see how much they finally managed. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. And this little more than half is not less, students. It is 70 pesos. 70 pesos, not 100 but 70, good enough. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as signature, God. He did not write much more words. He wrote only what? He put the 70 pesos, whatever was the collected amount, which was maximum actually on that day, and he signed God, as if God has given Lencho. It's not from humans, mark my words, it is from God the Almighty. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment means what? Satisfaction. He was observing postman handling the letter to Lencho, and he felt contented, happy. And there is a saying, when you are a donor or you are a giver, charity does brings what? Joy. So he was feeling some sense of joy, not pride, mind my word student, not pride, a sense of joy as a human being. In the act of humanity, he's been able to help who? The innocent peasant who really needs this money. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. But you see, students, it was more than half, it was 70, it was not 100. So Lencho had complete faith in God. He had come to receive that 100 pesos. But when he opened the envelope, what did he find? 30 pesos less, right? 70 was the number. So he became angry, and he thought that something wrong is happening. Something is fishy in this post office. Some people have stolen the 30 pesos. He's getting angry, right? Immediately Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow. His eyebrows were getting wrinkled, but he's getting angry as he's writing some letter now, second letter now, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. Now he's angry now. He's sticking the stamp on the envelope, bang, with his fist, right? The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. Now postmaster is taking the initiative. He's wondering why this man has written the second letter and to whom he is writing, right? So out of curiosity and anxiety, that is anxiousness, right? Thoda sa with a tinge of fear, what this man is up to, right? He himself went to the mailbox and opened it and took the letter out. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest. Matlab, this Lencho fellow is writing the second letter to God because God has by mistake sent him not 100 but only 70 pesos. 30 pesos are less. How can God's maths be not that good? How can God not give him 100? It is possible for him. Since I need it very much. And why he wanted the rest immediately? Because he needed it. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office and employees here are a bunch of crooks. Signed, Lencho. What should I say, students? This Lencho, very innocent farmer, hard-working farmer, unfortunately has given a wrong comment for who? The kind and the benevolent postmaster and all the employees of the post office who have made the maximum contribution, have made an arrangement of 70 pesos, sacrificing their hard-earned salary. And what Lencho has addressed them, students, as a bunch of crooks. He has branded them as crooks or thieves. really not good on the part of Lencho. But what to do? Who will convince this Lencho? He has got more faith in God and he has got less faith in humanity, and hence he has branded human beings as what? Crooks. A bunch of crooks. This is the most ungrateful part on who? Lencho. Sorry to say, Lencho has not reciprocated the kind help from postal employees, and he is not doing good, students. But this is what it is. This actually otherwise also shows that Lencho is really an innocent farmer, and his letter to God expects 100 pesos, means he should get what? Exactly 100 pesos. This is the unshakable faith in God of poor peasant Lencho in the story A Letter to